So I'm going to welcome in Jim Runkle on into the show because I kind of looked at this guy and thought, well, that looks kind of fun, but
Thank you, Kathy.
Looks a little bit like a toy.
Yeah, it kind of does, and that was one of the first things I thought. But don't kid yourself. It is not a toy. It definitely does a great job. If you're pushing one of these around right here, you're sweeping stuff underneath the refrigerator. You got this guy, and you're using it maybe once a month, and then what do? You leave it
in the corner.
Leaning in the corner.
Yes,
just
exactly.
like that. Right.
Or toppling over.
Yeah, you need to get this. This is going to take care of all your sweeping, dusting. It's going to pick up lint, that kind of a thing, in between your big cleans. Maybe you have a housekeeper that comes once every 2 weeks or so. But check it out. You get the Robo Shell right here. You get the Robo Ball. And you also get 4 of the micro dusting pads. Okay? And it's really simple to use. If you want to step right over here, we'll take a quick look at it. All right. All you're going to do...
Okay.
All you're going to do is you're going to take your static dusting pad, you're going to set it down onto your floor.
Okay.
You're going to take the Robo Shell, kind of try and line it up just about on the center a little bit. One little stick down there.
Perfect.
Now, the Robo Ball, you don't need any type of degrees to run this thing. It's really, it's really simple, but don't let it fool you. It is smart. It has what's called Smart Sense technology. It's going to know when it's hit maybe a piece of furniture or a baseboard. It knows to turn around. It's not going to sit there and spin up along a wall and sit there and do nothing. It knows what it needs to do. All you're going to do is you're going to push the green button 1 time for an hour and a half, a 2nd time for an hour, or a 3rd time for 30 minutes. I like to hit it 1 time, let it run for a full hour and a half. It doesn't hurt me. I got better things to do, like hang out with the kids, head down to the beach, do that kind of a thing. You just turn it on and let it go.
And that's it? So that's all we need to do?
That's all you need to do. And it's going to do a fantastic job of picking up those little pieces of dust, the pet hair, that kind of a thing.
Now, Jim, does that run on batteries, or is this rechargeable?
It does. It runs on batteries, but they are built into it, and it is 100% rechargeable. You can use it over and over and over again.
Excellent. Love that. Now, take a look as it kind of moves around here. Also, notice how nice and quiet this is.
Yep. Maybe you want to...
I mean, it really doesn't take up a lot. So listen to this. Now, you're looking at this one right here. It's going to go over the floor, but how many of you looked at this wood floor and thought, you know what, the wood floor looks pretty good? Doesn't look like it needs a whole lot. When do you find out? It's when we walk through and we've got our little white socks on. Or if you're barefoot and you can sometimes feel the little things. You feel the sand, you feel the grit, you feel the grime, all of that different stuff. The other nice part about this, if you do happen to have marble floors, if you're fortunate enough to have marble floors, there are only certain things that you can take and you can use on that. This is going to go right on over that. It's going to clean up the surface,
hardwood, tile,
picks up the dust, lint, the hair, granite, hardwood floors, ceramic tile, linoleum, as Jim said. It's going to work on all of those, and it's a huge customer pick. So you just turn it off.
Pick it up. Push the stop button, which is the little red button on there. Red for stop, green for go. Pretty simple. We let this run for what, Kathy? 20 seconds? Maybe 20 seconds or so.
And
take a really close look at that. Can you see all that hair?
Oh, look at that. I mean, you can see
little chunks of leaves, maybe some sticks on there. That's how effective it's going to be. You're going to see results immediately. So the first thing I thought when I saw it is, hey, maybe, it looks kind of like a toy. In fact, it was designed after a toy. The engineer was intrigued by a child's toy, which was a ball. And that's how he designed it. That's what he did to engineer it. And now we have a great product designed by a toy, but it is not a toy. It does a great job, Kathy.
I love it. It's nice and gentle, too. So as it bumps into, let's say, the wall, it's not going to mar your furniture. If you've got antiques in your home, not going to be a problem. Now, in the studio, I mentioned that this was nice and quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of these that this is cleaning up.
I think there's
also
6.
Notice, I was going to say there may even be 6 of them.
It's probably getting under the couch or something.
I was going to say cleaning underneath the couch right there, too. But look at how fast and simple and effective this is. Now, it is going to come with 5 of the pads. Now, up here, what are we looking at, Jim?
We're looking at, I went over to a good friend of mine, Dan Vegas's house.
Hi, Dan.
He has 2 dogs and 3 cats. I told him...
then this isn't his fault.
It's not his fault. It's definitely the pet's fault. But look, hey, you might have a clean house. Maybe people walk in and they go, oh my gosh, you have a really clean house. Maybe they don't. The truth is, if you have a dirty house and dirty floors, when people walk into your home, they notice that. Yeah. They notice that right off the bat, okay? So let's try and trick them. Let's get a Robomop and let it run continuously.
All right.
All right, so take a look here. Right here, this really dirty one down here, this was day 1.
Not so great.
I let it run for 30 minutes, and that's what we picked up on day 1.
Oh, my goodness.
On day 2, okay? And now keep in mind, the cats and everybody's still home doing their thing.
A little better.
Okay, getting a little bit better. Day 3, even better. And day 4, you know, you're still tracking around dirt and picking up things. But the point of this, Kathy, is that on a day-to-day, continual use of this is going to create a cleaner home for you on a day-to-day basis. It's going to keep that dust off your hard floors. It's going to keep you from tracking it into your carpeted areas. If you have a lot of hardwood floors, you'll notice that every now and then you get into bed and it's so gross.
Yes.
You get little bits of dirt and dust, and you can feel it down there on your feet as you lay down. And, and this is...
I was going to say, and even, I mean, for anybody out there who's got pets, and I know we've got 2 dogs. If you've got pets, if you've got children, if you don't like to take your shoes off when you first walk in the front door, you're tracking in dirt, you're tracking in dust, you're tracking in all these things into your home that are making a mess. You're tracking in that pollen, whatever it might be. What you want to do, even before you go out and you mop. I asked Jim, I said, well, how do you clean these? Now, we have an additional pack of the 20-pack of these pads if you want to get But he said, he goes, I just kind of take mine outside. He said, because it just dries dust. He goes, I just kind of shake them out outside, and then I pull them back in and use them. Obviously, over time, you're going to want to get those. Great customer pick, 4.3 stars. There are 20 reviews on hsn.com. Even if this were to come in and it bumps us right on into the feet, it's not something that's going to hurt. It's nice and quiet. You can run it while the babies are sleeping, while the children are sleeping. My best friend has a black lab. I couldn't believe how much black hair. I watched her go over. She swept everything up, got it all clean. There was still hair everywhere. Within 1 second, the dog runs through, quick little shake. There's hair everywhere, and that's frustration that we deal with on a daily basis. I just cleaned the floor. You want to do the mopping.
The pets love it. My kids love it. Every now and then I catch my kids cleaning up the floors for us. So it is nice to know that they enjoy it as well. And the real truth of it is that the world is going automated. Everything is becoming automated. You can do everything from your cell phones, including floor cleaning now. It's becoming automated. If you haven't jumped into the robotic floor cleaning industry yet, you're going to get there. And this is a great way for about $30 to get started in, you know, automatic floor cleaning. Right.
$34.95. Now look at this one. I just picked this up. It's nice and lightweight, so it's easy to be able to move around. This is what's doing all the work for you. This is where we were pushing around, and we were taking all that around. Then you just put it back down onto the floor. You just turn it back on, place it inside, and let it go and let it do the work for you. It starts to just take off. You'll watch it just kind of roll around. There it goes. It goes right up to the cart, or right up to
edge of the couch.
You can see, I mean, obviously this one comes all the way down, but what it does is it sweeps right along that edge. So maybe you've got that white couch. Imagine as that dirt starts to build up on there, then you're eventually not going to be able to get it out of the couch. It picks up on all types of floors, all types of hard floor surfaces that you're going to have, too. Look at that.
And right here, we did not prep these pads. We did not make them dirty. These have been running right here in the studio. I don't know who's in charge of...
I was going to say, we didn't make a big mess out here, by the way.
I think we're embarrassing somebody. But, I mean, that's it. And the truth is, this thing works 100%. You know, no matter what you might think right off the bat, I thought the same thing. It definitely works. There's no question about that.
And I think that's the same thing our customers felt, too. They got it at home, and they're like, wow, wait a minute. I'm surprised. This works so much better. Because you get it at home, you kind of think, oh, maybe it looks a little bit like a toy. This is your way to be able to do that. Now, I want to just remind you very quickly, you are going to receive the Robomop. You're also going to get the recharger, so you're going to get your AC adapter, the ball, and then you're going to receive the pads. The pads go right onto here, so you get 4 of those pads. And then it goes, if you want to get an additional set of the dusting pads, $9.95 is going to get that right on into your home. So think about this right now. If you're trying to purchase it, if you're wondering, how am I going to use this in my home? You're going to use it every single day. And if you're just picking up all that dry dust and dirt and pet hair and everything else, very simple and easy to do it. Perfect for use in between the cleanings or before mopping. I like what you said about that, too. You know, maybe you do have a housekeeper. If you're fortunate enough to have one that comes in every 2 weeks, you still have to dust every single day, like you were saying. Look at this right here. I mean, this is day in and day out.
This speaks volumes.
I mean,
100%.
Day 1, you'd expect that, right?
Yep.
Day 2.
Day 2, getting a little better.
Day 3, same pets, same everything, all running through the house. Day 4.
Day 4.
Getting much better.
30 minutes at a time, and you can't beat it. It does it for you. For $30 or so, what can you get? You can get a movie, you can get a dinner, a couple of drinks with your friends. But you cannot get somebody to come into your house and clean every single day for up to an hour and a half, 3, 4, 5 hours if you want to recharge it a couple of times. You cannot get somebody for that price to continuously be watching out for your floors and the dust and, you know, providing a little bit of entertainment every now and then.
Seriously, I love it. I love just kind of watching. kind of fun. I'm thinking maybe two.
I know.
Why not?
Everybody loves it.
It'll take and it will sweep your floors for 90 minutes. 90 minutes.
Yep.
If you can get that time back into your life. Nobody likes going through and dusting. Nobody says, wow, you know what's awesome? I get to go and I get to dust. But think about it, even like those little itty bitty tiny pieces of glass that sometimes happen. Bottle of soy sauce broke in our house over this weekend. Cleaned it all up, you know, mopped it all up, did all that. I'm sure there's still little shards.
Maybe there's a couple of pieces down there. Yep, absolutely.
So it's going to have to do that too. It also helps reduce the swirling dust, so it attracts and removes the dust, so you can that can typically settle onto your television, into your electronics, and so much more. But let's grab one of these. There we go. Let's grab one little guy. All right, and then
just take it out of there. Hit the stop button real quick.
Yep. What'd you get?
And there you go. What'd you find?
That's what I found.
I'll bring mine over.
By the way, what'd you find over there? See, yours got a little bit, I'm guessing, right here underneath the couch, a little bit more there. But this is a clean floor. This was not something that was dirty. There are no pets that run through here. It's every day live here. This is our studio. And we do have housekeeping that comes through here, and they do sweep that up. This was just one, and I love the way that Jim just kind of put this in here, because you kind of think, oh, well, that's a clean floor. And this is going to actually do the job for you. It's going to do the work for you. And sometimes it's that dirt that you don't see, or it's that area that we didn't get into, or while you're doing it, you stomp right back over it and you're putting more dirt down there.
Yep. And our sets guys are in here nonstop, and we put up all different walls and sand them down and paint them and break them down and take them out, bring them in. So there is a lot of traffic that comes through here, and I'm pretty sure that that's what all that dust is.
I was going to say, and great for a playroom. Now, already we have hundreds of you who've already said yes to this, and I know we're getting down to the end of the presentation. Free shipping and handling. Find out what other customers, just like you, are thinking, hey, that kind of looks a little bit like a toy, but you get it home and they're surprised how well it works. If you have pets, if you've got a cat, if you have got, you know, a dog that runs through your house, if you've got children, you know the kind of messes that they're going to make, and it happens every single day, no matter what we do. Completely rechargeable. It'll run for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. Each and every single time. You press the button, once it's 90.
Once it's 90, second is 60, and the third time is 30 minutes. It is that simple.
Two
buttons, green for go, red for stop, and now's your chance. You got to get it now. I am not back. This is probably one of our last presentations here for a while, so.
All right, well, I'm delighted that you're picking it up today.
100% recommended. 100%.
Like you said, you kind of looked at it, you said, I was sold the second I was sold the second I picked it up. Oh my goodness, what a huge difference it does make too. So great to have you here with us.
Kathy, thank you so much. I certainly will.